Yo, 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 what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Optic Scumpy here today, bringing you the post vlog for MLG Dallas, the first event of the 2018 season. I got back a couple of days ago. I actually stayed an extra day because I went out and partied a little bit too hard after the event was over. I know that we didn't win, but whenever you're in Rome, you got to have a little bit of fun, regardless of the outcome. I'm sure you guys can agree with that a little bit. So let's talk about it. Pool play starts on Friday afternoon. I'm excited to play. I'm like, oh, let's go. I'm on land finally. I'm not skipping around the map on 2-bar. I was pretty damn excited. So we start off our match against E6. We win the first hard point pretty convincingly. I mean, it wasn't like a blowout or anything, but we won the hard point. We weren't really too stressed about it. Actually, it was a pretty close map. Thinking back on it, it was a pretty close map, but I still felt like we had control for the majority of the map. Next, we lose our S&D. That's going to be something that you're going to be hearing a lot. We were losing a lot of our S&Ds at the start of the weekend, and I guess at the beginning of, or the end of the weekend as well. We had like a little bit of a good S&D run in the middle of the tournament, and then the beginning and end were just terrible. So, lose our second map S&D. We win the CTF. Mid-CTF, I hear like a weird, I don't know what it was. It was like a chirping noise in Formal's mic. So that honestly threw me off just a little bit. I was like, what is that noise? What am I hearing right now? I was a little bit concerned because I didn't know if it was the microphones messing up and we were like not going to be able to hear each other or what. But so they allow the map to end, which was also shocking. Usually they would just kick us off, but they allow the map to end. And then immediately after, we get told, you guys have to evacuate the building. There's a bomb threat right now. And this is a serious matter, of course. It's a serious matter. If it's not a hoax and something does go wrong, it's terrible. And you would not want to, you obviously wouldn't want to see that. And that would be all over the news and everything. The next act of terror in the USA, which would be absolutely terrible for it to happen at an MLG event. I mean, everywhere would be terrible, but you guys know what I'm saying. So we go outside. It's pretty cold out. I'm like sitting there like, dude, you gotta be kidding me. First match of the tournament, and this is happening. So we go back to the Omni bar / restaurant. We get some food because they tell us it's gonna be a while. So we're just chilling out, eating some food. And then they come back for the night. It's like 8 or 9 p.m. at this point. We've been waiting for like 5 hours in the same bar, just sitting there, like just chilling, waiting for the news. And then they finally tell us, all right, everybody, the event is going to be canceled for the day. So I'm just like completely vibe killed. We haven't even finished our first series of the event yet. And they're forcing us to go to bed and not come back for the day. So, I mean, that was the start of the weekend. That automatically just sucked. So next we move on into Saturday. We play E6 on the 4th and final map. And that hard point looked a lot better than last. We won our first match 3-1 against them. We had a pretty hard pool, not going to lie. I think this was probably one of our hardest pools that we've ever gotten at an MLG event, but we played really well throughout pool play, so it really didn't matter. I think we went 13-0 in respawn in pool play, and then we'll talk about what happened later on. But so next we play Unilad, same thing as the first series. We win the first hard point pretty convincingly, lose the next S&D, and then win the CTF. That one actually went to overtime though, so it was a little bit closer. Win the next CTF, and then win the next hard point. So again, lose the S&D, win 3 respawns. Same as the first series. Next, we're playing Envy. Can you guess what happens in the Envy series? Just take a wild guess. So we win the first hard point. We lose the second S&D, like 6-2. We were just getting blown out in S&D. I think we were losing like every S&D 6-2, 6-3. Like we weren't even going round 11 like with teams. We were just getting blown out. So win the first hard point, lose the S&D. Win the CTF convincingly again, like 6-0, I think, or 5-1, something ridiculous. And then win the next hard point once again. So you guys can see this theme that is starting to, to unravel. At this point, we're 9-0 in respawn, 0-3 in S&D. At this point in the tournament. So we played 3 matches. We're 9-0 respawn, 0-3 S&D. So I'm sitting there like, dude, I thought we were one of the best S&D teams going into the tournament because we were practicing it, we were playing it a lot, we were winning it online consistently. So I'm like, what's going wrong here? What are we doing? I mean, turns out we were just challenging way too much when we didn't have to at all. We were just challenging gunfights that we didn't have to take at all. And that ultimately was what was losing us those initial searches. So moving on, Fourth match, we play Echo Fox, the team that comes out of our pool. Probably the hardest team that we could have gotten to our pull out of open bracket was Echo Fox. So we get Echo Fox or FaZe. I mean, either one you could argue. So we get Echo Fox. Echo Fox was our easiest match of the pool. No disrespect to them. We just 3-0'd them. We 3-0'd everyone else. We 3-0'd Echo Fox. Won the first hard point. Finally won an SND. So after that happened, we were just like, all right, we pretty much won this series. I mean, we haven't lost a respawn all day long. And we got London Docks CTF again, which people kept playing against us, and we just kept winning it. So I was like, okay, London Docks, we'll play it again. Boom, easy, 3-0, beat them. Going into Sunday, we knew that we had to play the full bracket. And that's a tough day. That's a long, tough day. Depending on how you win and lose in the tournament, that could be a really long day of Call of Duty. Obviously, other teams had it worse, like FaZe and Echo Fox, who had to play the entire open bracket in one day. And then after that, they played the pool play matches all in one day as well. So they played I think they played 9 matches in one day, which was just absurd. So Saturday's over. We made it out of pools 4-0. We were told that we weren't going to play quarters that night and that we should go to bed, wait till Sunday, so we can just wake up, get the full tournament in, and everything will work out. Well, I mean, it didn't work out as perfectly planned as it could have. But so we wake up. Our first match is against Red Reserve. We were scheduled to play at around 1 p.m. The Red Reserve match looked a lot like the other matches, but this one was weird because we lost the first hard point against them. So we go down 0-1. This is the first time we've gone down 0-1 the whole event. And then thankfully, we win the SND, we win the CTF, we win the next hard point. So we go down 0-1, 3-0 them in the other 3 game modes. So this made me, honestly, that made me really happy because we lost first map. This was the first time we've been put in a position. It was our first round in brackets, so I was like, oh shit, we lost first map. Now we're forced to come back, win an SND. We have to win at least one SND now. So that was my initial thought, was we lost a respawn finally. So now we need to win an SND to get out of this series. Thankfully, we get the first SND and boom, win the next 2 respawns. We're in the semifinals against Splice. Now, Splice was another weird match. Okay, so first of all, this sucked because E-United and I think it was TK played their semifinals right before we were scheduled to play. So they finished their semifinal and then boom, again, we're forced to evacuate the building. This one wasn't nearly as long. This one was probably only like an hour, maybe an hour and 15, 30 minutes. That might even be stretching it. But so we have to evacuate the building again. The same kid calls in a bomb threat, and again, it's like that is just an ultimate vibe kill, bro. Like we were practicing warming up backstage, waiting for E-United TK to end. So we're sitting there, we're warmed up, we're ready to go, we're in the mindset like, all right, we're about to play, let's get it. And then, boom, we have an hour and a half break before we can play our semifinal. I mean, it didn't really matter because we come back, we lose the first hard point again. This was like an interesting series. This was the most interesting series until the final 2. I mean, we only played 3 series. These were the last 3 series. So we lose first map to them. We then beat them in the first S&D. We lose the CTF. This was the first time we lost CTF all weekend, so just take that for what it is. We lose the CTF, so we're down 1-2, and I said we were in the same position at Champs, literally the exact same position. We were down 1-2 in Splice in, I think it was quarterfinals. Was it quarterfinals of Champs? I think it was quarterfinals of Champs. So I was like, well, we were in the exact same position at Champs, just around behind. We were down 1-2 to Splice. So we won the next hard point around 250 to 200. It was London Docks. That was a really hard, grindy map. That was a very, very tough map to win. And then last map, we actually went down 4-2 and then ended up bringing it back. So, I mean, honestly, if we would have lost that series to Splice, I think we would have gotten worse than third because after that series, everything just flipped on its head. And it genuinely felt like we forgot how to play the game in the next 2 series. I don't think we've ever gone 3-0, 3-0 out in a tournament, ever. That might be, the first time. So I'm super gassed up. We won map 5 against Splice, came down from 4-2. I was like, okay, usually when that happens to us, that, kicks us into our extra gear, and we just play amazing the next, the last series of the tournament. Complete opposite happened in this one. Like I said, it felt like we forgot how to play the game. everything was off. Communication was off. My shot was off. I know Damon's was off. I don't know how the other two are really feeling, but like something was just off. Like our whole vibe on the team was off. So we play against TK. We honestly should have won the first map, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "Well, you lost the map, so you shouldn't have won it." But me and my team think we should have won that first map. We made 2 mistakes on Bunker Hill that lost us like a full 60 both times, and the game was 250 to like 235. And then after that map, it felt like everything just snowballed out of control for us. We lost the next map, I think 6-5 against them when we had a 4-2 lead. So we lose the next map 6-5, and then the CTF, I was fucking demoralized. I was like, dude, we should have won both of these maps. We should be up 2-0 right now against these guys, and we're down 0-2. And I think after that point, we lost the CTF like 1-3. We were just getting manhandled at that point. So TK wins 3-0. So we're like, okay, we've done this before. We've gone to losers bracket. The last 2 tournaments, actually, season 2 playoffs and champs, we went to losers bracket from winners finals and ended up coming back and winning the tournament. So I was like, okay, screw it. We're good. This has happened before. We can win this. I still think we're the best team here. We can win this tournament. So we play Splice again. And keep in mind, we won 2 S&Ds against Splice. So we play the same map, Arden's Hardpoint. I don't know why we played it, but we were like, all right, we'll just try our luck. We'll fix our mistakes that we made against TK this time. Splice 250 to 60 us in the first series on this map, and we played it again. So we play that map. Go down 1-0. It was closer the second time, but still not really that close. It was like 250 to 160 or something like that, if I remember correctly. Next map, we play Arden's Forest S&D again. So we kept playing the same map, so we were losing. So we were playing the same map, so we kept losing over and over and over again, hoping that we were going to fix our mistakes, which didn't happen. So we play Arden's S&D against Splice. I think they beat us like 6-4, maybe even better. Maybe they might even beat us harder than that. I can't really remember the S&D against them. And then going into London Docks, this was like the icing on the cake to the unfortunate turn of events for us throughout the tournament. We go down 0-3 to start London Docks. We come back. We tie it going into overtime. So I think we tie it 4-4. So we bring it back. We start showing signs of life again. And then we get the first cap in like a minute and a half. And I was talking to Tommy after they beat us in the overtime. I'll talk about it first. So we get like 2 or 3 dead. I see Ian kill one on the overextension running down their street. So I'm like, okay, our side's good. Tommy was in our bottom tunnel on London Docks. In our bottom tunnel, just sitting there. He said he sound horned me above him. After he heard me run past him, he ran to our flag, and then they got 1 2-piece in fire. I traded the kill, and then I got instantly traded by the second guy that was in fire. And then Damon was the last one alive on their side. Tommy sneak pulls the flag with like a minute left, and they end up winning the game off of that. And I was like, dude, you gotta be shitting me. Like, I was talking to Tommy. I was like, dude, how did you get through? He was like, I probably sat down there for like 15 to 20 seconds. And I was like, It's like, we should have just played one base defense. I knew they were going to try and sneak. They weren't getting any flags out really in regulation whenever we actually like started playing good. They were going to try to sneak. It's a minute and a half left. If they get like 2 pushes shut down and we get map control, they lose. And we did. We shut down their first push. So we shut down their first push. There's about a minute left in the game. And then we got over aggressive, pushed their side of the map. And we got 2-pieced over there. And then, I mean, at that point, he saw those 2 kills, pulled the flag. He had to beat. It was a 3-on-1. Damon was the last guy alive. Damon was already weak. They knew where he was. We were boned at that point. But it's just like we made so many small mistakes throughout the tournament that we weren't really making online. So I don't know. The tournament was I don't even want to call it a series of unfortunate events. We just like played really, really poorly after one map that didn't go our way, which isn't usually like us, but it happened, and it does happen. So I mean, it's whatever. Moving forward, we have MLG New Orleans in about a month or so, and then after that, Season 1, Stage 1 playoffs will begin. So honestly, we're just going to try to work on our things a little bit more. Just keep at it. I thought we were the best team at that tournament, and it happens. It's whatever. You know, it's going to haunt me for a little bit because I hate losing tournaments like that. I hate it. Like, all of our top competition was eliminated. So LG, E United. I mean, don't get me wrong, TK is amazing, but they were weren't on our radar as one of the teams that we have to really worry about going into the tournament. So for them to beat us, it was unfortunate. They played better throughout the whole weekend. They deserved the event. Congrats to them. We're going to come back and try and win New Orleans. So it is what it is. Again, we got third. It could have been a lot worse for the pro point standings. We could have, like I said, we could have lost in semifinals and then lost our next match because the way we were playing, that was definitely not out of the question. So it was honestly a good thing that we clutched up against Splice and then ended up getting top 3 because now that puts us in a really, really good spot to make it into the Stage 1 playoffs, which I'm pretty sure we're already clinched for. We'd have to get 0 pro points from here until Stage 1 starts, which is not going to happen. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And as always, this is your boy, Scump.